that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 18. Switch. 22 jet bomber.
Now it's Trubisky.
No,
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You got double time. You got three down. Let's go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Locke. It's Williams on the catch. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. 36. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
61, matchbox light. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. This is White on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Greystone travel. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. You remember me? You remember me?
Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Hey, Zoo.
From the 35 on second down. Lock.
No, aspetta.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Pull it high. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Check, 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 check.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Hey, 18. Put up.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. On the counter, here's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw again on second down. Lock. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Watch the run. Hey, exit. Mike 4. I'm scared. Mike 4. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, Delta. Mike 4. Ricky.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Smooth.
Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch right. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Go. Get there. Mike 7. Hey. I'm on. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Now.
Lock now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Maria,
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
You draw quarters. Hey, Haywood. Mike 7. Squeeze, double. Mike 7. Mike 7. I'm coming. Ready.
Lock again here on second and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, Charlie. Mike Ford. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike hit it.
On third down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set. 8, read. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Again, it's Locke. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Red, touch. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, Echo. Get that ball.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important...
It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 50 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustment.
Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 31. 80 weapons.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lock in. Here's the part now. A little flare.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Stop! 180! 51. Let's go one more.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Nice, sweetheart. Ran, go. Wide. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
I'm coming after you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, he's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Mike 7.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 4. Get that quarterback at all costs. Get it.
Locke working out of the gun. He's
Che bello, minchia,
and
questo volevo
he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 43.
Tanto non c'è di quando andare con le cazzo voi, non c'è che la pigliano.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Locke. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo. Bandit. Check the backer. Leo. Check four. Watch safety creep. Gone. Safety's creeping. They go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Now.
They run it again with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Tight. Watch left. Alert. 3. Ready.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Maria, che culo.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Watch the screen.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
65. Bravo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, orbit. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Chargers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Single. I single the slot. 87's me. 87's me.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, lock it.
Check 26. Check.
Fire.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 4.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
No, vabbè.
And the throw
Mi
there going to be
sembrava.
incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got...
This is going to be
vabbè, anche 5
intercepted.
minuti.
Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Safarian Jenkins has it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down.
Go.
Check, motion, check. Shift. Mike 4. Let's go, D.
Let's go.
Chubb. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 41.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's outfield. Hey, it's out of bounds.
They run. Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hey, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
A give. This is Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Yes, yes.
Got 3 down, 3 down. 87's getting the ball, 87's getting the ball. Tammy's a mic. You get right. You get right.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch block, motion, block, block, block.
Switch 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Greystone travel.
Switch gears, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out.
Cile, non far decidere a me, decidi te. Se ti vuoi prendere la vittoria, adesso tiro il field goal subito, poi mi metto in cosa e calci e vai a segnare.
There for the big shot.
Adesso facciamo lo stesso dentro, penso che mi cambi, su.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
No, infatti tu ci vai lo stesso, io lo dicevo per questo motivo. Non vincere magari Fotto Maiore in questo senso, però in effetti è lo stesso. Anche se mi dai la vittoria non è che mi cambia niente. Comunque, a prescindere la partita l'hai vinta.
Ma allora ho visto adesso che Maiore sta comunque 5-6, quindi in realtà non cambia.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Joseph is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is taken at the 3.
Come on, baby! Let's go!
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.